Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2. Feral Fiasco here. Last episode, we finished the prologue and found out what the February 21st, 1209, what the controversial aspect of this game...
I'm about a day late in saying this, but I'm glad to see you both. And thanks for your help yesterday.
What the controversial aspect, obviously, is we're going to see a lot of fake-out deaths in this because we've got time travel now.
Can't believe the boys in blue had to grill me like that after what happened yesterday.
That's the exact same way that our escapade at the beginning of the first game ended, but they didn't need to reintroduce Nate and Daswani here, so I guess that's why we skipped over it.
Not that you two would know about that. You disappeared and left me high and dry.
Aha! That sounds like them, though.
What can I say? You snooze, you lose. Should have hightailed it out of there when you had the chance.
That isn't something to get uppity about, you know.
Anyway, as you know, this is my office.
Oh.
And this is my lovely assistant.
Agnes's new digs. I like them way better.
My name is Agnes Claudel. Right now, I'm only coming in about once every 2 weeks.
Though, well, I was gonna say they look like a bit of a recolor, but no, they're definitely unique. It's a lot, I won't say it's a lot better, but I definitely prefer it, because the last clothes were good too, but I prefer these.
But I still very much take pride in my work here.
Can I just say that outfit is adorable? That Aramis uniform is cool too, but the one you have on now is on a whole other level.
Hey, see? It's not just me.
You're as cute as a button. I'm almost jealous.
It suits you well, I think. Looks comfortable and easy to move around in. It's a practical choice for this line of work.
Well, thank you. I think so too. What about you, Van?
Yeah, Van, what do you think?
I'm with Swin. Sure beats running around doing 4 SPGs in your school uniform.
Okay, so he said his name before we actually got the introduction spin.
Oh, and, yeah, it looks good on you.
Thank you very much.
Oh ho!
Everybody clocks it instantly. The spirit of Agate and Tita lives on.
This coffee is simply divine. I'd totally have it every day if it was always this good.
How can you call that thing coffee? You practically drowned it in milk.
Hey, no need to judge.
Don't think I didn't notice you sneaking in 4 sugar cubes, Van. That's really not good for you.
You'll be all right.
Okay, Mom. Hey, why don't you two introduce yourselves to Little Miss Fussy over here?
My name is Swin Abel.
Swin Abel, like he just said.
And I'm Nadia Rain.
Nadia Rain, like she just said.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, no. The pleasure is all mine.
So, I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and guess you're this place's poster girl. Clever, if so. Who would be? I guess if, it's kind of sad to say, but I guess if Arkwright Solutions had a poster girl, had a mascot, it definitely wouldn't be a certain automaton. It probably would be her. What? I totally get it. Van's been polishing a diamond in the rough to compete with the guild's ever-popular Beauty's Blade. Wasn't she the one who was with Van yesterday? Yeah, I can see why she sent the media into a frenzy. Just when people thought her looks were unrivaled, voila! In comes Arkwright Solutions' very own Agnes. She packs a smile that pierces the hearts of those in need and renders them vulnerable, so that Van can milk them for all they're worth. Just what the hell kind of business do you think I run here? Although, that might not be a bad way to make some easy money. Please don't entertain that idea! And don't say that in front of them! What if they think you're serious? Well, they've known him for longer than you have, so... Don't worry, we know he's just kidding around. Yeah, there's no way he could get that venture off the ground, especially with the daughter of a super important person at its center. Oh, they've already done their homework. Oh? Yeah, see, Van, he's impressed. How did you... After yesterday, we did a little background check on you, just for funsies. The result? Not a single shred of dirty laundry. Your record was squeaky clean. Thank goodness for the protection program. And so they were like, that's odd. Never so much as a... Well, she can't drive. Never so much as a school infraction. Her permanent record is empty. But then how did they find out about... In fact, you might even say it was a little too clean. Face it, most ordinary high schoolers don't come into the employ of a place like this. Yeah, that tipped us off for sure, but the dead giveaway that something was up was your companion. Is she talking about the Genesis? By companion, you mean Renee, yeah? Oh, calling her young lady all the time. Could you elaborate, please? Specs had all 4 of his eyes on you during that fight. He was looking out for the Spriggan and that bracer lady too, sure, but protecting you was clearly priority number 1. He didn't strike me as either a close friend or a hired hand. Even bodyguard feels like a stretch. It looked like it was all just part of his job. And his job doesn't involve protecting ordinary civilians. He isn't a bracer. He's a CID operative. We know he served as a temporary aide to the president during the Cray incident. It's hard to imagine someone like him going out of his way to protect a normal student. So that's your reasoning. I mean, pretty solid. Or maybe you and Specs are just engaged in a torrid love affair. What? No! Oh, so quick to deny. Why is that, I wonder? Is it because there's someone else you like? I have no idea what you're talking about. Well. That denial had no bite whatsoever. Not only that, but you didn't even try to refute that you're the daughter of someone important. You're like an open book. Okay, maybe Agnes does have a bit of a way to go before she's got all of the acumen of a Spriggan. Now it's time to reveal your true identity and close this case for good. Your real name isn't Agnes Claudel. It's... Okay, calm down, Conan. Nadia, this isn't a mystery novel. Leave the poor girl alone. Oh, whoops. Sort of got caught up in the moment. Maybe. I mean, it is just them there. There's really no reason for her not to say it. Who in the world are these two? They don't look that much older than me. Wait, I thought they would be the exact same age. In fact, they've both grown like a complete foot in what... Okay, I'm not even gonna try... I'm not, because I know if I say it, I'm gonna be wrong. And however long it's been since Reverie, oh my gosh, I think okay, it's probably I think Reverie was 1207, wasn't it? Anyway, I'll admit I'm impressed. Yeah, but I completely understand where Agnes is coming from. These two do have a habit of showing up out of absolutely nowhere and suddenly becoming central characters. You two reminded me of Van when he's solving his cases, even if your methods are a little different. Well, that's because we're in the same trade. We also take jobs from people who can't go to the guild. Oh, I spent the entire last game asking, like, why are people posting 4 SPGs in freaking Longlie? Or no, because I think Longlie had a special reason for it. But in Basel, like, you're posting a 4 SPG, and Van is like the only Spriggan we ever see anywhere. Of course, they don't take 4 SPGs, but I guess you could call them Spriggans. Or Spriggan adjacent, which is just being bracer adjacent like everything else is in this series. And that makes you our business rivals. We actually came by today to scope out the competition. Oh, I see. I can't tell if she's joking or not. If that was your aim, you're wasting your time. Afraid there ain't much to see here. Yeah, that much was obvious. All the juicy bits of intel are kept under lock and key. But I wasn't about to leave this place empty-handed, so I helped myself to the yummy cocoa pudding in the fridge. She made good on her promise. You what? The That was a one-of-a-kind limited edition treat! God damn it! Calm down, Van. I'm sure she's just messing with you. She probably did actually eat it, though. Aidios above, Nadia. Will you please stop veering us off subject? We're going to be here all day at this rate. I know this is your usual bit, but can you dial it back for a while, please? Okay, but only because you said please, and because I'm a good girl. In what universe is that true? I take back what I said yesterday. You two haven't changed a single bit. I could say the same about you, save for the sweet tooth, which only seems to have gotten worse. So, have you known them for long? We go back a little ways, but we haven't seen each other in 2 years. He helped us out with a 4SPG back then, so we were happy to pay back a little of what we owe. We've been through a lot together since then, and it looks like the same goes for you. Sounds like a lot went down these past 6 months in particular. These two are uncannily well informed. Get used to it, Anyas. All the returning characters basically seem to know everything that's going on everywhere. Guess we do have some mutual acquaintances, so I'm not surprised you're in the know about that. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask, what brings you two to Edith? If you're here to sightsee, I can give you some tourist spot recommendations. Oh, and if you're looking for some good sweet shops to hit up, I may know a thing or two about that. A thing or two, he says. Unfortunately, this isn't a leisure trip for us. Yeah, we came to Calvert with a clear purpose in mind. We aren't here to goof off. But I do want to hear the sweet shop Rex later. Right, that was, we did actually walk around, what was it? It was, Vita Clotilde's old haunts. I can't remember Machias's hometown, the one with the opera house. I can't remember what specifically its name was, but we did do a lot of sweet shop seeing around then. Oh wait, I'm just now realizing their little sister isn't here. Though I guess she's not so much their little sister as a certain someone's adoptive daughter, so I guess that's why. She's probably with him. We came to the capital because we're looking for something. And we were hoping you could help us with our search. That said, we realize you have your hands full with that case. Yeah, this guy, no joke. It's not every day we see a throwdown between two dark-colored monsters. And you being one of them definitely surprised us. We'd heard all the rumors, of course, but still, we were taken aback. Well... Don't worry, we don't intend to pry. Believe me, we understand wanting to keep secrets close to the vest. Guess we came at a bad time. No, you guys are actually right on time to be, I guess they're gonna round out our starting party. Because, a certain employee of the month seems to be nowhere to be freaking found. But even an expert problem solver has to prioritize when they're snowed under. Looks like we'll just have to look for help elsewhere. Even if the pickings are gonna be slim. That's true, because they're in Calvert. If they were in Crossbell or Erebonia or even Liberl, they'd have beaucoup people to call on, but... Now hold up, you two. I've got an idea. Yeah. He's like, more part-timers, more chicks for the hen house. One sec.
Oh, were you in the middle of something?
All right. So I was wondering who it was going to be. Definitely not a certain blue-haired concierge. Ah. Well, if it isn't the CID division chief. Never thought I'd see your face pop up on my screen. Keelika Roran.
Good morning, you two. I'm surprised to see so few among your rank. Experiencing a bit of turnover, perhaps?
Well, I wish, but nah, my other assistants are just taking some time off. Pretty sure you knew that already. Right, especially as the head of the CID, but Keelika has the capacity to joke around too, so.
But of course. Though, truth be told, I wholly expected you to be hosting guests at the least.
Like I said, things will literally just happen and the information will have spread like super wildfire, like Greek fire. Guests? The hell you going on about, lady? The only ones here are me and Agnes. Oh, it's like that, huh? Huh? Whoa! It's like that? Huh? When did those two?
Very well, then. At any rate, I have a job for you.
She's like, all right, if you say so.
I know you have a lot on your plate as it is, but I'll ask that you hear me out.
Another job from the CID, huh? Hold up. These requests normally come from Renee. Isn't this kind of thing below your pay grade?
Normally, yes. But this is a special case. It is a joint assignment from the CID and Marduk Total Security Company.
Okay, I hadn't really given it much thought, but I guess it would make sense if we don't re-recruit our party members in the exact same order we got them last time. Huh? Why are you two working together?
Because of the severity of the issue at hand. This is Marduk's problem by and large, but we deemed it necessary to intervene.
Alright, what's going down?
Regardless, I'm merely putting you in contact with one of their associates. They'll be the ones to provide the details of the request.
So, the way she's talking, it's probably not going to be the one we expect, because in the splash screen for Marduk Total Security at the end of the last game, there were actually a bunch of people in there we didn't recognize. And it's not like Falcom to basically fill it with complete. In fact, I don't think there was any other splash screen that was filled with randos, at least not that many. There was like one faceless person in the Eastern, what the heck was that? The Eastern District of the one place whose name I can't remember, Longport. In the so this is probably going to be one of those people we're going to get introduced to.
I wish you luck.
Hey, what the hell? She hung up on me. Guessing someone from Marduk will be calling us next. That was fast. Yeah. Well, that answers that. I wonder if Rosette's the one calling. That confirms it's not Rosette.
Yo, what's up, Spriggan? How's it hanging?
Okay, yes, this would be the brown-haired girl that Rosette was talking to at the end of it.
Hey, why do you look so surprised? Were you, like, expecting Rosette or something? Don't tell me you forgot about little old me.
Nobody knows who you are. Oh, yeah, I know you.
Oh, you must be that Spriggan dude I keep hearing about. If you're looking for Rosette, you're totally fresh out of luck. But don't stress, because I'm taking her place. For a few weeks, anyway.
Oh, okay, this must be right after Rosette left at the end of the last game, so she was unavailable.
Security Chief Qasim's training is gonna take you to hell and back, but I'm sure you'll live. And if not, I'll be there to pick up your remains.
Oh, okay, no, this was back before the events of the first game. Last time I saw you was when I went to Ored for a crash course in tactics. You're one of Rosette's colleagues.
Hey, don't spoil the surprise. I was gonna reveal that last bit to your friend when I introduced myself. Oh, speaking of, I should probably get on that, huh? The name's Mirabelle Alton. I'm a concierge for Marduk. And, like he said, one of Rosette's co-workers, at your service.
Wait, has her name been in the bottom right corner this whole time? Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to check that when I rewatch it. Mirabelle Alton. Don't recognize that last name at all, but alright. Marduk Service Concierge Mirabelle Alton. It's very nice to meet you, Mirabelle. My name is Agnes Claudel. Rosette's always been a big help around here. I'll bet. She's told me a bit about you, you know. You're just as polite as she said. Glad to see you've been doing well. Out of curiosity, is Rosette not around? Yeah, Rosette's off on some other assignment. Pretty sure she wrapped up her regularly scheduled maintenance. Okay, so she knows about that. But I think it's safe to say it'll be a hot minute before she's back in Edith. Alright, well, that's the game telling us not to expect her back for a bit. Got it. Well, as long as she's doing alright, I can't complain. No reason for her to hurry on back here. Yeah, but I remember her fretting about all the paperwork that, in her words, no doubt begun piling up in my absence. Well, yep, clocked him instantly. Well, you can tell her not to worry. I'll do my best to hold down the fort. And let your own schoolwork pile up instead? No way, Jose. Ha! It's not easy to find people who will jump at the chance to do your paperwork. You totally have it made, Van. Oh, shoot. I almost forgot what I was calling you for. We've got a doozy of a job for you. Yeah, like Keelika just said. Guessing it ain't the usual testing gig, yeah? Really doubt the CID would be involved otherwise. And if it were a regular job, I bet Rosette would have been the one to deliver it. Bullseye times 3. We need you to fix the problems that have cropped up in our new venture. What kind of new venture are we talking about? Oh boy, I've got a bad feeling about this. I'm sure this is going to take us to a new place.
Well, shake that bad feeling. It's nothing shady, I swear. It's just a little experiment that, if it works, will expand both our and the Zypha technology's reach.
All right.
And that'll all be done with our latest and greatest upcoming software, the Märchen Garten.
Holy crap. All right. Märchen Garten. That is... But I think from a very old anime, I think that means war in German. The Märchen Garten? Huh. That's a pretty name. So what is it exactly? Whoa. Looks like someplace where a disaster struck.
I was just about to get into that. It's the world's first virtual space service, which is made possible by Zypha Tech and the Orbital Network.
Really? The Capel was 7 years ago! What the hell is a virtual space?
It's kind of like the virtual battle simulator that you were a tester for.
Oop.
You remember that, right?
We did that. We did the tutorial for that and then never touched it again. How could I not? Did more fights in that thing than I can count. Oh, well. So some parts of my playthrough obviously aren't going to be canon. It was so realistic. The program even simulated pain whenever an enemy hit us, which I think I might have thought about that a bit, but you know what? I don't know why, but that is so standard in these sorts of things. But I guess pain is an important, it is an important part of the body. It's like if you don't feel pain, it spins off into a whole bunch of other problems. I am also way off track.
Yeah, fights in there feel just like the real deal. In a nutshell, the Märchen Garten is like an updated version of our battle sim. Not only does it generate more expansive areas by reading Orbital Network data,
This reminds me of Paradigm X, actually.
but it also lets you join up with other users. Even people who are far away can hop right into your virtual space.
Does that mean cameo battles? It definitely means cameos, but what about cameo battles?
Basically, you can go anywhere with anyone at any time. That's the Märchen Garten.
Wow. Man, I remember I remember at the start of Daybreak, I was like, it was crazy because like it had been half a decade since we've been in Zeiss, and Zeiss was like the city of the future, but that place was basically steampunk compared to what was going on in Calvard, in a regular city in Calvard. And then people were like, yeah, Falcom had to come out and be like, oh, don't worry guys, Zeiss looks totally different now. It doesn't lose out to a random city in Calvard. Trust us. But then we go back to, it's gonna be funny going back to FC after seeing all of this and then being like, wow, the city of the future is really unimpressive. But because they can't retcon where technology was at 7 years ago. Gotcha. So in a nutshell, you guys have created a mock reality, or maybe you could call it a whole new reality. A reality where you can meet up with people around the world without having to leave your own bedroom. I'll admit, I'm having a little bit of trouble wrapping my head around the concept. But it certainly sounds ambitious and like someone we're going to spend a lot more time in than the battle simulator. I'm glad you think so. It's the stuff of dreams for sure. Shame it was hijacked. Oh, well, there it is. That's why this is Priority Alpha. What? You heard me. The Märchen Garten was hijacked. What does that mean? Are you serious? You're saying the almighty Marduk company got its ass handed to him by some random hacker? Basically, yeah. And we've got absolutely zero clue as to who's why's or how's. And it gets worse. The hacker or hackers not only took control of our in-development virtual space, they nabbed the source code too. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's catastrophic on so many levels. If this got out, the Marduk company would be finished. Could you imagine their big client who we saw at the end of Reverie? Could you imagine if their big client heard about that? That contract would get voided so freaking fast because they can't be trusted. They've taken the reins of the entire program and are pushing a whole lot of nasty changes. So basically, oh my gosh, it's a lot more like Paradigm X than we thought. Oh boy, sounds like a nightmare. The cybersecurity at Marduk's is top of the line. Even Kitty would have trouble doing all this. Hell, I doubt any world-class hacker would be able to break in without leaving some kind of trace. Hard to believe someone was able to pull this off. So, does Van think this might be a test or an inside job? So that brings us to our request. We want you to investigate and retake our Märchen Garten. That's quite a tall order. Okay, so I get what you want us to do. I just got one question for you. How the heck are they supposed to do that? I'm sure Rosette left her equipment there, so we're probably going to need to go to her room to access this place. Shoot, I'll answer any question you have, as long as it won't require me to spill the beans on company secrets. I'd get it if you just needed testers, but that's not what you're looking for, clearly. So why give this job to us? Yeah, this is definitely... Okay, so the bracers have definitely been getting painted as Goody Two-Shoes for about a game or so now, but this definitely does seem like the kind of thing, because they can exercise discretion when need be. It's not like they go blabbing Marduk's secrets or their insecurity. Marduk should have plenty of pros on payroll who are much more qualified for this kind of thing. Oh yeah, why isn't Qasim going in? Well, all of our so-called experts gave up. That's why. Wait, if Qasim gave up, what hope do we have? The Märchen Garten is completely inaccessible, by normal means anyway. And the fact that you requested our help means you think we have a way of dealing with the problem. Right on! To infiltrate it, we need an AI that isn't powered by the Orbital Network and has computing power that's way ahead of anything we have. So, Mare, that's what our team of analysts seem to think anyway. No one has been able to create an AI like the one that ran the Retributive Tower 2 years ago, even with all the latest tech. But we've got a sneaking suspicion you've got something like that. Well, did I win the prize? She must be referring to Mare. Damn it, y'all's info network is freaking insane. Well, don't worry, we don't know all the details. That was just the conclusion we came to after combing through some stray data. And just so we're clear, Rosette didn't leak any of this. She still has her job in Marduk, so yeah, that makes sense. I don't want you thinking she broke any kind of confidentiality agreement she might have had with you. The thought never even crossed my mind. I trust her, don't worry. Besides, I figured you guys would find out about this sooner or later. Great. So, want to take the job? Oh, right. There's another thing I forgot to mention. The Märchen Garten was hijacked around the time that Crimson Beast started its rampage in Edith's underbelly. Oh, so it hasn't been very long at all. Now, we don't have any proof that they're related, but I figured that might sweeten the deal. You know, because it's relevant to what you're dealing with and all. What do you think, Van? I think we don't got much choice but to accept, especially after that last bit. If it could lead us to any information on what's going on, yeah. Alright, you've got us on the hook. Should have figured Rosette's coworker would also be a force to be reckoned with. Well, duh! Getting our contractors motivated to take on more work is all part of the job. Alrighty then, I'm gonna send over a program to your office terminal. If you run that using your Zypha, you'll be able to access the Märchen Garten. Good luck, guys! So, this place. I wonder if T-phones have the same kind of capability. Those two really did take off without a word. Oh, I thought they'd just be hiding. I was surprised when I realized they were gone. I wish we got to talk a little longer. I'm sure you'll get more chances to chat with them. Anyway, let's focus on this for now. Where is Elaine? Okay, this is it. Ooh, fans. Yep, no dice. Running the program normally won't cut it. Looks like we'll need Mare's help after all. But how are we supposed to contact her? Won't we need to create a situation where we need the Grendel? Well, Agnieszka can pull out her orbital staff and Van can tuck away his stun caliber for a bit, gets a walloping on him. Not necessarily. Remember, she came out on her own back in Longlai. Oh, right, that's true. Now that I think about it, she also answered my call that one time. Oh, yeah. So how far does her autonomy go then? Something wrong? Right, Van wasn't there for that one. Oh, no, not at all. Anyway, it really does look like someone hijacked the Märchen Garten. Wouldn't shock me if that Crimson jackass did the deed, but it's too early to jump to conclusions. It's a long shot, but why don't I try calling out to Mare? Worth a shot. Wow, alright. So she can just show up whenever now. Alright. Huh? Oh, cool. She heard us.
2 calls in 2 days? You guys are seriously working me to the bone here.
Hey, you've got a 9-to-5 too here, Mare. You're an employee of this place, same as we are.
So there's a chance that other Grendel user might be caught up in all this, right?
Mare? Someone was eavesdropping.
Just enough to get the gist. Huh. So this is that Märchen Garten thing you guys were talking about. Yep. Definitely not your average piece of software.
It looks really cool, though. Got a favor to ask. Can you get us into that virtual world? I tried to access it with my Zypha, but I didn't have any luck.
Are you for real? Okay, let me get one thing straight.
She's like, you guys have to stop calling on me for every little thing.
I'm an ancient, venerable... not some troubleshooting AI. Solve your own problems.
Yeah, but so we're still not able to hear what she's actually saying there. But so she's not actually, that seems like a lot of information to just give out in a throwaway line. She's not really an AI? I know I heard what she said, but part of it just slipped away again. Is that right? Well, I won't force you then. I just thought a top-of-the-line hollow like you would be able to do this in your sleep.
I mean, you're not wrong. I am a cut above your average hollow.
So she's an ancient venerable whatever, not an AI, but is still a hollow. Whatever. The truth will come out in time. Please, Mare, you're the only one we can turn to here.
Okay, fine. No need to pull out the puppy dog eyes.
All right.
Let's see. This is surprisingly complicated. But it's nothing I can't handle.
All right, she's got this in the bag.
Ta-da! Process complete.
The Zyphas are, oh my gosh, they're crazy.
I created a path into the virtual world as you requested. You'll be able to access it with your Zypha anytime you want.
Anytime we want? We don't even have to be near a laptop? Cool, you're the best. Thank you, Mare.
Keep in mind, I won't be able to tell you what you'll find in there.
That's fine. You've done more than enough already, so you can leave the rest to us.
Alrighty then. Just be careful in there, okay?
Mare. That girl's as temperamental as they come. Still, she really came in clutch. Okay, ready to see if this Märchen Garten thing lives up to the hype? Yes, let's go. Oh. Virtualization. Let's do it. Ooh, so peaceful. Overture, the Märchen Garten. Okay, we're here. Wow, this view is incredible. Whoa, it really does feel like we're in a whole other world. Don't tell me, is that Nadia? I wasn't expecting it to feel so lifelike. The wonders of technology continue to amaze. Yes, I'm completely blown away. The virtual battle simulator was certainly impressive as well, but this is even more. Wait. They didn't leave. Okay, cool. Hey, hey! Nadia and Swin? Sorry, we didn't mean to startle you. So, you guys followed us in, huh? Which is... Alright. They were probably just in the room. Were you two just hiding all that time? Listen, nothing against the Chief Lady, but we'd rather avoid the CID like the plague. Those guys just won't leave us alone, thanks to a certain former employer I won't name. There was a time when they were hounding us, so we're just a little bit wary. Oh, I see. I wonder what put them in the CID's bad graces. They kind of got screwed over for a little bit, but... And that's why we took to hiding when the call came in. And we couldn't find the right time to come back out after that. You two were working your butts off, so we didn't want to distract you while you were in the zone. We just waited till you were done, downloaded the thingy to our Zypha, and then boom! Here we are. So they are gonna round out our initial party. So you two were close by that whole time? I never realized. That's to be expected. We didn't go through years of covert ops training for nothing. Doesn't sound like we were able to pull the wool over your eyes, though. So Van knew they were there still. Actually, it was my trusty nose that sniffed you out. Nothing gets past it. Anyhow, Agnes and I are on the clock here, so we better get going. Wait, hang on. I've got an idea. Right, it was probably going to be the thing that Van was going to propose right before Keelika called. Oh? Technically, you two aren't supposed to know about any of this, and you sure as hell shouldn't be here. But since confidentiality's out the window, who cares? Since you're both in the know, I may as well have you help me out. Sweet! Sounds fun! We'd be more than happy to lend a hand. Are you sure about this? Yeah, don't worry. These two have seen more than their fair share of carnage. And besides, this may be a simulated world, but that doesn't mean investigating this place will be a walk in the park. We could use a few more hands, and it won't hurt to have a couple extra pairs of eyes to watch our sixes. Got it. That makes sense to me. Okay then. Not sure what this place has in store for us, but we'll find out soon enough. Let's mosey, gang. Understood. And away we go! So, whoa! Area exploration! By clearing the designated objectives, access to the next area will be granted. This is very .hack. Check your current progress on the right side of the screen. Any monsters part of the objective will be marked on the map. Floating aisles. Slay the medium-sized monsters. Alright, so we're not interested in the small fry then. Are these? Okay, I was like, they look interactable. Cross charge. By dodging an attack at the last second with O, allies can activate cross charge. Press triangle at the proper time. Pressing triangle at the proper time will switch the controlled character to that of your ally. It will also result in using a powerful charge attack. The ally you switch to will be strengthened for a period of time. Triggers with the last second dodge. Okay, so in the
These battles feel just like the real thing.
Marduk's technology is certainly impressive, I guess that means we need to be careful then.
The limiters will help reduce the pain. But remember, this place ain't working like it should.
If it hurts worse than it would in real life, I'll sue MK for all they're worth.
As she should. But in the previous game, a last-second dodge just, it just upped your,
Careful.
what's it called?
Swarm of them.
Crap. Alright. I failed the cross charge, enemy information display. I actually barely ever check that. The only thing we need to know is what they're weak to. And it's got Cross Cipher and Nana Festival. So their I don't remember what they were previously, but their S-crafts have definitely changed.
We've got this in the bag.
Does it not? Why does it?
We're doing good.
It only displays the weak when we have it moused over? That's definitely a worse UI choice, but whatever. Go ahead and kill everybody. Oh, that did not kill everybody.
We can win.
About Swin's marking ability. So, his special battle property is still here. Swin's normal attacks and crafts have a fixed probability of inflicting the marked status on an enemy. If Swin continues to attack a marked enemy, his strikes will not only be guaranteed, but inflict critical damage as well. Is that the same as how it works? I think it just got a damage boost, which... Well, boosted damage and critical damage, in my mind, are two different things, but again, it's been like a year and a half in real life since we've had Swin on the team, so... Van's on that bogus cooldown. She's got Saint Arrow. I do, okay, one thing that I actually think is, one of the interesting things about it is that the characters themselves, they say the same lines, but their delivery is ever so slightly different. Wow, we cannot afford that freaking miss. Okay. Not gonna get an unscathed out of this.
I won't show any mercy. You aren't getting away. Cross. Cipher. Keep it up.
And yes, oh, it marked the other guy. Oh, my Aidios. And it one-did thunder. Wow, that's bad. Holy crap!
Bring it on!
Okay. Well, was not expecting us.
We can win.
Oh my gosh!
I couldn't attack.
Bring it on!
Holy crap!
Here goes! Here goes!
Alright. We need some, okay, we need some hits. We need some hit quartz, because there's no freaking way, dude.
Here goes.
Van's Magna Slash has been upgraded to Magna Slash 2. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Alright, does she have? She doesn't have an action one. Neither does she. They still count as being in our reserves. And he does. Okay, so I guess Renee is going to be in the party a lot more often this go around then. Whoa, we got a lot of stuff. Oh no, we don't actually have things we can equip to them. We'll put Septium Vein. That's one. That's something that I'm actually going to have to because in the previous game, what I ended up having to do was grind a whole lot. Well, not a whole lot. You get a lot of freebies, but
New shard skill added.
I think what I'm going to do is go out of my way to make Septium Veins and put them on at least 4 Septium Veins, just so that we can have more Sepith more often. Alright, so that fight did not go very well. So let's... Alright! So that is actually really cool. Big fan of the cross charge. Let's actually have Van eat. Fluffy. I should have done this out of battle.
We can win.
I agree. Does he have... He's got Chrono Drive. Oh, and they're not... Okay, because in the previous game, your support arts were separated from your, Your support arts were separated from your combat arts. They've changed it up. Though, I think I actually I might have preferred that, but I'll get used to it, because that was the outlier. It was normally this way. Tyrrell. Oh no, we can't, Providence Nay, and it's critical. What is that? S token? What the heck is S token? 0 arts. Firebolt. Single target. There's actually... Oh no, that's the stun gauge. I was like, is there a damage prediction? But no, there's not. Mark.
Don't take your eyes off the enemy.
Let's go for this here.
Keep it up.
She will actually... Pleiades Ray. Let's remove debuffs. Yeah. There we go. Got you up out of here. Does he have... He can't do anything with that. But Van also can't do anything with that. Crystal Eden. Isn't that really strong?
Here we go.
Can't move.
This is getting dangerous.
Iced us out. Well, that sucks.
Whoa, you're not doing too hot.
What do we have? Cures. Cures freeze. 1 roast coffee for on yes. Gotta make sure nothing too crazy happens. There we go. Alright. Slay 3 medium-sized monsters within the area. I might... Whoa, select a clear reward. Oh ho ho. Prevents rot, prevents fear, prevents freeze. Gate appearance and rewards. This is dot hack. Clearing objectives will prompt an access gate to appear, which will lead to the next area. A choice of reward will also be available upon completing an objective. I can definitely see myself spending a lot more time here than I ever did in the virtual battle simulator. Move to the next area by either directly touching the gate or by pressing right on the area selection screen.
Is that what the...
Ooh. Area selection. Select the next area by using the directional buttons. Confirm the objectives and type of reward for each area. We can pick? You cannot attack areas you have not selected, obviously. We're not there. You can re-enter areas after clearing them. ADF plus 5 to all party members. What is...
Initializing planner mode.
Here we go.
Is that what the gates look like?
It's wider than I thought. Guess I made the right call in bringing you guys along.
We knew you'd need our help from the word go.
And now that we're here, we might as well see this through.
Agreed. So, I guess they, because in the previous game, I really did not, oh.
Thanks for the grub.
Is this not for everybody?
This tastes great.
Delicious.
Snacks. We don't have any sit down anything. Okay, I'm like, can I cheese it? But obviously not. But I'm just gonna go through all of these. As long as they don't, well, not go through all of them, because eventually we're not gonna be able to heal anymore. But I should definitely be further along. But yes, I assume the cross-charge thing is because in the previous game, if it was anything like my experience, people really were not switching characters for the active battles. And the cross-charge is an incentive to do so. So I will absolutely be using that. But I want to make sure...
This could get tricky.
Nah, we'll be fine. U material.
Suggesting physical attacks.
How big is this place? That's the gate, clearly. But if there's items to be had, then there's no reason not to have them. But yes, I might actually, depending on how this goes, I might actually take some time out to... Oh.
This cutie has booty.
But... Oh, we have to go the other way around. No, wait. Is that the beginning of this place? Oh my gosh. But you know what? That's exactly what this sort of thing was invented for. The turbo. And also all these items that I managed to miss. Wait, what? Okay, the way down is right there. This place is pretty nice, but it reminds me of a certain other gardens. Look. Yeah, see, this is very much like that certain other garden. Alright, and that's this place. Fully explored, I believe. Wind quartz. Ooh. And some kind of material. Well, I do want that wind quartz. Slay 8 small-sized monsters within the area. So, I mean, we can just go ahead. And this music, too, it makes it... It feels like a... Feels more like a classical sort of thing. Like, not classical music, but music that's like, that you'd find like a high fantasy sort of one. God dang it. Oh, crap. Dang it. Alright. So let's go ahead. We'll just go ahead and clobber these things. So, we managed that. I'm probably going to be using Drill Guard more than the Never I did it in the previous game. Because by the time I started paying attention to that, we already had Aegis Guard. But it's the exact same thing.
This cutie has booty.
Unbelievably good. Let's go into our items and eat some cooking.
That was amazing. Thank you. I couldn't eat another
Just go
bite.
through everything. Who cares?
Wow, this is incredible.
Rank 3, strength plus 5 to all party members. Oh, the chocolate cookie. I'm okay.
That was
Well,
amazing.
that sucks.
Thank you.
We'll give that to
Couldn't eat
her.
another bite.
And I don't think we've got anyone else, but I'm just gonna make sure I remember to continually do that, because those gourmet bonuses, those are no joke. Oh, right. These are... Whoops. These are the things that we're trying to kill. They're not very many. Does Agnes attacks? It feels like she attacks slower. Got him. And these things, we'll be able to just light them up, actually. Yeah, the overkill there. Whoa. S-token. S-tokens must be something about this place specifically.
That went well.
I should probably check the thing, but what do we got here? EP charge, which is actually going to be... I kind of rarely use those. Well, no, that's not true. I definitely did get up to using them more later on in the game. We still need... Does this count? They... Okay, they do.
Gang's all here.
Just gotta make sure we dodge in time. Right. Crap. Oh well. We'll go ahead and just knock these things off. And that should be it. So with that, the next area is now open to us, and we should get our wind quartz. Airyverse, strike 1, evade 1. Let's definitely go for the Airyverse. It's the only one we don't own.
Nana wins again.
Not a
She
bad
does.
show, Nadia.
And now all we have to do is just make sure we collect all the treasure here. To be good to go. Nope. Okay. Well, the camera lock-on is definitely pretty good. Better than it not doing so. Do we have... Okay, we can always fast travel to the next area. But one of these spots led to...
Looks like a
There it
chest.
is. No, the chest that we were looking for was somewhere else. So this way. And now... Oh, there's 2 warp panels. Okay. So this one leads us to another set of warp panels. This should take us to the, that chest we were seeing. Yep.
This cutie has booty.
More U material. But we're definitely not strapped for it. And that's a dead end. Okay. Just gotta make sure this place is completely explored. Because who knows when we're coming back. In fact, they did say that you could revisit these places, but... I wonder if there'd really be any reason to. Yeah, let's go ahead and just keep it moving.
Planner mode.
We can no longer go down there? Okay. We can get space quartz out of this, though. Ooh.
Ugh, this place is going on forever. I'm tired.
Are they going to introduce some kind of quick clear mode?
That's strange. I thought the battles up until now have been relatively tame.
Oh.
Should we take a quick breather?
Anyasa's like, she can't hang? Interesting.
Not necessary. She's just looking for an excuse to slack off. You can ignore her when she gets like this.
Oh, okay. Swin's already clocked it.
And the winner of this year's Most Ungentlemanly Man Award goes to... Say it with me, Aggie.
Aggie?
Huh? Aggie? Yep, that's what I'm gonna call you. Just so you know, I've been trying to up my nickname game a little lately. So, what do you think? Do you love it, or do you love it?
I don't know how many points that would get, but we'll see.
I suppose it's fine?
Yeah.
She doesn't give nicknames to just anyone, you know. You can take it as a sign that she likes you.
Aw.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm glad we're becoming fast friends.
Making sure you don't die in the heat of battle is something that builds camaraderie pretty quickly, I'd imagine.
Anyway, I'm impressed by how well this place integrates sensory input.
Same. It's not only replicating our body's natural abilities, but our combat skills too.
I mean, the base for this thing is a battle training simulator. Kinda comes with the territory.
So all that data that we definitely got from Marduk comes in handy now.
Speaking of, I'm pretty sure combat practice is this place's main function.
Though it's not like Swin and Nadia need it. They're already amazingly strong.
Seriously.
Yeah, they're as tough as they come. You two have come a long way since the last time I saw you. Even among longtime partners, it's rare to find people so perfectly in sync.
And yet, all across Falcom canon, you can definitely find diabolical duos just like them.
Well, duh. That's because we're the bestest team in the whole wide world. We're a match made in heaven, goddess ordained.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
If I were to describe your fighting styles in one word, it would be efficient.
No wasted movements.
The two of you don't waste a single beat in battle. Your approaches are totally different from Aaron and Judith's, for example. They like to toy with and overwhelm their opponents respectively. And your finishing blows are quick and clean. You make it all look so effortless.
She's gained quite the eye for battle.
Wow. You couldn't get any more spot on if you tried. And here I thought fighting wasn't really your thing.
Agnes is nothing if not a quick learner.
Not only are you proficient in providing support, but you're able to see the forest for the trees, even in the thick of battle. Looks like Van isn't the only person here we should be wary of. I have my eye on you.
That was quick.
I just felt a chill run down my spine.
Intimidate my assistant one more time, and there's gonna be hell to pay.
Okay, easy. We were just kidding around.
Yeah, he's like, no bullying Aggie.
Yeah, force of habit. Our bad.
It's all right. If anything, I should apologize. I can see how I might have come across as prying.
No, everybody's just sizing each other up.
Nah, it's cool. Most of what you said was right anyway.
And the reason is simple. Our skills aren't for show, nor are they intended for non-lethal takedowns.
Yep, there's a lot of killing.
They're meant for killing our opponents as swiftly and efficiently as possible.
Yeah, 3 and 9 was certainly something else.
Killing?
That's right. Once upon a time, we were both assassins from the Gardens.
Which was a completely new concept when, because it was just, there were so many secret societies, and it's like, geez, another one?
You had a few run-ins with them, right? They weren't fun people to be around, were they? We didn't think so either. We left the organization a few years ago and never looked back.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, though.
I remember Jin talking about fugitives from the Gardens that one time in the Blacklight District.
Yeah, we totally remember that.
Maybe Swin and Nadia were the ones he was referring to. Are you sure you want to tell me all this? I mean, I'm practically a stranger to you.
Well, it's not like Van isn't already aware.
It's cool. We were gonna come clean sooner or later.
Them hiding from the CID was super shady already, so...
Oh, all right then.
The full name of that organization was the Four Gardens.
4 gardens.
It was, as you might imagine, divided into 4 different gardens. Swords, Thorns, Arum, and Rust. Each of them was led by its own overseer.
Their names were the Emperor of Swords, Melchior of the Thorns, Olympia of Arum, and Ariok of Rust.
Okay, so, yeah, we did learn a lot of this in the end of last game, so they're giving us the clean, sped-up version pretty immediately, actually. This makes me think that the Gardens, they're gonna basically be playing a bigger role sooner than they did previously.
They aren't around anymore, though. We offed the Emperor a while back.
Wow, she just came out and said it. Yep, they did indeed do that. Killed the crap out of that guy.
And we heard the other 3 were taken care of by you guys. Is that true?
Well, let's see, because this is something that I was interested in. It said that certain choices of ours would carry over, and I was wondering what the canonicity of those choices would be. 3 of the people here are dead no matter what, but one of them, their fate is a determinant, actually.
Yeah.
Or are they just gonna talk around it? They're probably just gonna talk around it.
Calling them the lowest of the low would be selling it short. Truthfully, we probably should have played a hand in shutting them down for good. The onus was on us as its former members.
Nah, this was the start of the Calvert arc. You guys, like, it was too soon for any returning party members. Now, though, the gates of Gehenna have definitely opened, fully expecting the cast to balloon.
That's not how it shook out, though. You beat us to the punch.
Not by choice, though. Them jokers would not stop coming at us.
So, thank you, Van. On yes?
Huh.
If you could pass that along to the rest of the gang, that'd be swell.
You'll be able to tell them yourself, I'm sure.
Of course. We'll definitely let them know.
Anywho, now that the Gardens have lost their heads, the rest of the body's bound to fall with it.
Yep, we're talking around it.
Doubt we'll be hearing much about them from here on.
Really now? Okay. This is probably Falcom telling us that the Gardens are kaput, at least for the time being.
For all intents and purposes, the Gardens are no more.
Alright, I guess I'm wrong about that. No more Gardens for a while.
Guess that's one less organization that'll be hovering over us.
Of the many that there are.
We're one step closer to my ideal world. A world where nada can do nada.
Now all that's left is to find the one thing we're looking for. First, though, we can finish our business here, and then... Do you sense that, Nadia?
Something's following us?
Sure can. But it doesn't seem like they're trying to hide at all.
There's no need to be so alarmed. I still owe you for yesterday, after all.
Is that Renee?
That sounds like...
Just him, though.
Always have to make a dramatic entrance, don't you, Renee?
So, he is... Okay, I do like him and Elaine being along for the ride much more often now.
For the last time, Oh, I'm wasting my breath.
You sure are.
Anyway, my purpose for being here is to extend my gratitude for yesterday. Well, that, and to ask you two a few questions.
Oh, I completely forgot he was with the CID for a moment. Yeah, well, hey.
You won't be getting any answers from us. Sorry, but we're not about to go spilling our guts to a CID analyst.
I bet you're plotting our downfall this very second. You shady glasses-wearing types are all the same.
Dang, no love for Renee? So cold.
Now, let's not stereotype.
I mean, the glasses guys definitely can be a little cold in these games. Well, actually, no. I think Dudley is... Alex Dudley, bro. Why'd they give him that name? I think Dudley can be a little more hot-blooded than he initially appears, but only during his S-craft.
Nah, I can see it. He totally gives off that vibe.
Van.
She's like, don't encourage the bullying.
Don't fret. I have no intention of prying into your background. Just answer me this. Are you two traveling with anyone else at present?
No, it's just me and her right now. Satisfied?
What he's really asking. Oh, yeah, he knows what went down in Reverie.
We've got no clue where X-Mask is at. You can tie us up and torture us as much as you like, but it won't get you jack.
A pity.
Really? Well, I would like to see a confrontation between Renee and X-Mask.
What's an X-Mask? Is that a person? Well, whoever they are, Kincaid seems wary of them. Maybe they're an enemy of the CID?
Who aren't they an enemy of? Oh, my Aidios.
Did you come in here just to ask that basic-ass question?
No, he's here to back us up.
That wasn't my primary objective, no.
Wait, how did he even get in here? Was he also... I wonder, what if he was, like, just in Old Town when we got the access permission to the thing, and then his Zypha lit up like a Christmas tree, too?
Did you forget already? This is also a job from the CID. I'll be joining you on your little excursion through this virtual world.
All right.
Oh, cool. Welcome aboard, then.
That was fast. I thought Van would get a little more pushback on that.
Hold on a sec. You have to go through the Orbal Net to access this place, right?
Exactly. How did you get here?
So where did Specs come in from?
Surely he wasn't hiding in the office with us.
Of course not. I'm currently in the Vontai district.
So, this is just, well, it's just dot hack.
I could even connect to this place outside of Edith, if I so wished.
But Marduk had trouble getting anybody in?
Damn. Talk about versatile.
All right. I propose we get down to business. We don't have all the time in the world.
Well, I suppose that's true. I hope Swain and Nadia will be comfortable with him joining.
They don't have much of a choice now, do they?
Okay, so that's one more to our group. Let's hop to it.
Yay! Now I can foist all my work onto the newbie and play cheerleader from the sidelines.
Nope, we haven't seen your S-Craft yet, so you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, keep dreaming.
On second thought, I don't think I have anything to worry about.
Yeah, they really go with the flow. And this is going to be the tutorial for swapping target and range. Press L3 to target an enemy. Was this in the last game? Probably. If it was, I didn't use it too much. Attacking will automatically turn you to the enemy. All right.
Now then, I'll be putting you all to work, including our guests with the colorful resumes.
Specs said the W word. He really is evil.
If you're putting us to work, then you have to be willing to pay up.
Oh dear. Barely a minute has passed and sparks are already flying.
Nah, they learn well from Van. Don't put in no work for free. But I do want... Oh, she's getting effed up. Oh. This is her splash art is way cooler in this game. Van's is a lot more relaxed. He was super all business in the previous one. Let's have her drop some tears so we won't have any fears. And these are not medium monsters. Oh, actually, yes, they are. Okay. The icon can be a little hard to tell. Nope. Come on. Ugh, crap. Haha! Get some! Whoops, that was wrong. Swap. Swap out teammates using L2 plus X. Let's just handle it. Well, actually, let's see what Nana Festival looks like.
I'm putting you in charge, Captain Tattle. Okay, charge! And finish! What the?
Alright. Well, got them up out of here. Level 16. But yes, actually, at the end of the previous thing, Agnes was actually level 14 to start with, whereas Van and Elaine were only level 12, so I wasn't sure how that shook out. But we've got more future victims for us here. Come on ahead and get some. And then we're watching close for that cross charge, but we didn't get it, so. Man, we need hit quartz badly. I don't think we've ever missed this friggin' much at the start of a game. Hit one. Oh. Well, look at that. Citrine ring. HP plus 150. But another EP cut is actually preferable.
That's how it goes.
Yes, sir. But geez, dude, they're getting so much free damage on us. Nobody can hit a thing.
Treasure spotted.
U material. And I should probably, like, I've been meaning to for a hot second now, but I should probably check out what this S token stuff is all about. Oh well, whatever. I'm sure all will be revealed in due time. It's probably some kind of currency for when we get to the end of this stretch of the gardens, or well, the Garten. Nope, we're after this prize. We've got, that's wrong. Whoa, where's the exit is all the way back there? Where the heck did we come in from? Oh well. Yeah, Nadia's hurting, but it'll be fine. But I do like the aesthetic of this place. I'm assuming that it's probably just going to get more and more warped as we go in. Or it could get handled like the, like Reverie with its, what should I call them? They weren't gardens. They were like there's nothing here. Okay, that kind of sucks. But it could get handled like Reverie, where basically, as the further in we go, they just get different aesthetics. Like this one is very RPG starting town. We might have an icy place, a nighttime version, a fall version, which are all design elements that were present in the Reverie one. But they might also jazz things up a bit, give us some surprises. Could go either way. What? Man, I'm gonna have to. I do want to know what these shard tokens are for, but if they end up just being for bummy stuff, then I'm not really sure if it's worth collecting them. But I trust Falcom to actually reward our time and efforts. All right, let's go ahead and head out with that. Ugh. God dang. One thing that I don't... Well, we've got this, so we might as well, right? All right. These fights. Does she get her? She does get her healed off of that. Well, that's pretty nice, but I think that's... No, right. We have to go up here. Getting distracted by all these fights. Well, I guess not distracted. We definitely do need these,
The view is so pretty, isn't it?
Yes.
I had the same thought. I'd love to go on a date here.
The Garten's popular with girls, I've noticed. I bet people will flock to this place once it's out.
So long as the monsters are cleared out anyway.
There is still much we don't know. Keep your guard up.
Does Van not think the view is pretty? But, wait, what?
Confirming schedule.
Alright, let's slay the boss. Oh, literally. Healing via level, or recovery via level up. I didn't know it was gonna take us directly to it. Gatekeeper of the Garten, Gilga Taurus. Careful, this one's strong. Yeah, it's on another level from the rest of the small fry. Might actually give us a hard time, alright? Well, so, this being is the sentinel of this domain. It must have been given a false role to play as a result of the hijacking. So basically, we just have to kick this thing to the curb and then we're golden. Just remember that if you get hurt here, your bodies in the real world are gonna feel it too. Don't let up for even a second. Understood. Dang. Alright, well, Agnes can just take the Grendel has temporarily been made available. So it's that serious, huh? Becoming the Grendel. Auto deactivate after 3 turns. In which case, we'll actually have Van.
We've got this in the bag.
Dang, a Chrono Drive would be nice, but I'm not gonna open up with that. I want to buff a bit first. Some Law Crest action. Halitosis. Literally effing us up with bad breath. Well, so yeah, they can form our backline. I should have given her breath.
Easy does it.
Well, whatever. She's got... Let's do Jabril Guard.
Pull out all the stops.
Is she too far away? Yeah, I effed it up. I effed up our formation.
Keep your guard.
Here I go.
Oh well.
Jabril guard.
Lending support.
So as soon as this goes off, we're gonna be good to go. Alright. Ground Crush.
You'll pay for that.
Whoa, okay. Oh, I was like, why did it F Nadia up like that? But, right, she didn't get hit with the Jabril Guard. So let us take the Grendel.
Get going, Van.
Yeah. One of these, and then the Regal Beatdown.
Boost gauge limiter removed.
So. Oh, that's probably going to be it for... Yeah.
Sorry.
There goes Nadia.
That's far enough.
That's what we've got Thalos for, though, right?
I won't lose.
You will get the F out of the way, though. Do we have a... Actually, let's see if we have food that, cures KO. Wait, that one. Okay, that's fine. So instead, one Thalos. Definitely gonna need to Jabril Guard again. Welcome back to the land of the living. We just have to blast it with everything that we got. Beastly Roar. Uh-oh. First boss of the game, and first real boss of the game, we've already got it with a self-heal skill. Hopefully we don't see too much more of that, but... yeah.
Here you go.
So this Jabril Guard is super nice.
Here goes.
He will... I guess he'll keep lighting this thing up.
A chance.
And this crit... Let's have a crit innocent heal.
Keep your guard.
Grant them life. Innocent heal. It's a million.
Whoa. That was not very strong. Alright. Oh, right. We can't do it again until it's off cooldown. Ugh. Well, I guess at least this makes the Grendel easier to spam. Holy God. Okay. Do we have something that gets rid of? Impede, rot, burn.
Don't go easy on them.
Oh, they changed it. Instead of super squishing everything, they just truncated it. I actually kind of preferred when everything was super squished.
Keep it up, it's working.
I don't know why I'm still looking at these. We can't do anything there. A damage, A res up. Well, let's feed her something. Cures burn. Oh, this does cure. The wonderful kiss cures KO. But I was looking at the right because all the other cure stuff is more towards the right. The golden ale also cures KO. Well, man, I missed both of those. That sucks.
You saved me.
Ground crush again. Holy. Okay. This one might require some grinding. Because this thing is putting that hurt on us.
That's far enough.
I can't even lie. Whew, and he can barely move. So, this... Oh, well, hey. Alright, well, clearly I need to grind some. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna give this thing a second go-round. Alright, so, second verse, same as the first. We'll go ahead and actually open up with a Jabril Guard.
Our time shine.
And probably could have... Oh, yeah, her Hollow Core leveled up, so she has Abyssal Flame now, but we're going to be sticking to Forte. And Van's also leveled up, so he's got Earth Guard now. Well, heal Saint Arrow, I guess, since everybody's still standing together. Alright. 3 turns of this. Halitosis, which is now not going to instantly get everybody.
Here goes.
Alright. Let's take that Grendel.
Get going, Van.
And we'll inch forward so that we can form a front line with Renee. Alright, one of these, get some. So, already pretty good. She'll keep the Forte live. He healed off a little over half the damage that we did, so that's always fun. Critical. Can't do a lethal operation. Wow, nice. We can cover that, no problem. You shan't. Another Jabril Guard for everybody.
Our time to shine.
And I think...
Some art should really hurt.
This thing is weak to fire. That is undeniable. You know what? And the fact that we can't spam our S-Craft, probably pretty good in the end. Because I'd never ever use basically 60% of Van's craft of the Grendel's craft setup. Maybe I shouldn't actually be inching him forward that much.
Take him out.
Alright,
Time to pump it up.
we are basically screwed. Yeah, way less damage. Do we have Impede, Rot, Burn, HP, CP? Wait, Pep Boost.
Pull out all the stuff.
Here's a pick-me-up.
Did this recover?
You saved me.
Did that recover CP back in Reverie? Well, whatever. Go ahead and one of these. Alright. So now Van. That is not what I meant to do! Oh, we would have been able to. Oh, we probably would have won if I hadn't effed that up. God dang it, dude. We had it perfect. But we're still in there, though.
What to do?
You'll Abyssal Flame. Actually, no. You will Forte. Have her come up a bit. So, this time, Craft. Take the Grendel. Yeah. This might. The stun, which is most important. Is that it? Yep, sure is. And so ends our first excursion into this place. Obtained Karabia, another Hollow Core. Change Hollow Core. Press X in the Orbit menu on the Hollow Core tab to change Hollow Cores. Shard token times 1500. Now, what are these for? Whew. We got through that somehow. The two of you held your own quite well. I'm impressed. Though I shouldn't be surprised. You were members of the Gardens and the so-called Imperial Picnicking Front, after all. He's very well informed. He's even using the same nickname Nadia gave them. You weren't half-bagged yourself, Specs. Well, I'm glad they're somewhat getting along now. Alright, good work, people. We didn't catch the culprit, but we did what we were asked to do. I think we can call this job done. I beg to differ. Oh, Kincaid has some other insight to offer. Come again? You may have cleared this floor, but many more still remain. It's much too early to pop the champagne, I'm afraid. Yeah, Van's not used to how these video games work. There's always another floor. You've got to be shitting me, dude. Ugh, bet that concierge lady left out that very important detail on purpose. Because if Van knew that this was going to take, what, probably... I doubt there's... I'm going to assume there's maybe like a dozen floors. Whatever the case, we definitely didn't know the full scale of the Märchen Garten going in. Just how many floors does this place have? I haven't the foggiest. The hijacker may very well have increased the number of floors since they seized control. If you wish to know the answer, you'll simply have to fight your way to the top. Oh, we're going up instead of down. What a pain in my ass. That said, I believe we've done more than enough for today. You can finish the rest on your own time. If the remaining floors are going to be as difficult as this one, this will not be an easy task. No kidding. We're gonna need all hands on deck and then some for this gig. At least there's one silver lining. We don't all need to be in the same room to connect to this place. That's right. I've taken the liberty to inform Elaine about all this, so you can call on her next time if you so wish. So yes, we're basically going to be able to run any kind of combination of new and returning characters here. Seriously? Ugh, that woman's going to burn the candle at both ends with how much work she takes on. Don't know if there's anyone in the world who cracks the whip like you do. Indeed, one might say it's my specialty. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are a number of pressing matters that demand my attention. Before I take my leave, I have a message for the two of you from the chief. From Kilika herself. She's like, yeah, I knew you guys were there. We have no intention of interfering with your activities during your stay in the Republic. That is all. Oh, she's like, there was no reason to hide. What? But you were so persistent before. Why are you only now pumping the brakes? Two reasons. One, the Gardens have fallen. Two, you aren't privy to the location of your masked friend. Therefore, the CID has determined there's no merit in pursuing you further. We have neither the time nor the resources to waste. So, they get a free pass. Well, alright then. That's the best news I heard all day. Bye-bye, Specs. Miss you already. Guess he logged out. Might as well follow suit. Are we going to be using our Xiphus to return, like he just did? Yeah, if we cut the connection to this virtual space while it's stable, our consciousnesses should go back to the real world. See y'all in a sec.
Hold up, guys.
Whoa, Mare's got something else. Okay, well, I guess it's never that easy.
Mare!
Oh, it's that fairy thing again.
I didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah, I thought we'd be good to go.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot you two were in the office when we were talking with her.
So they don't need any introductions.
Didn't realize you knew about Mare Bear.
Ugh, would you please stop calling me that?
He said he did. I thought the Mare Bear nickname was dead, but hey.
Whoa. She has a remarkable range of emotion for an AI.
We're not exactly sure what the heck she is.
You said it. Almost reminds me of her.
Yes, indeed. Miss Little Sister herself.
Her? You're just the cutest little thing, aren't you? I think I'm gonna catch you, then I'll shove you in a bottle as a keepsake.
Aha!
Okay, making a mental note to stay far away from you.
You don't like The Legend of Zelda?
Don't worry, she's just messing with you, I think. Anywho, what you doing here?
And it's funny because I'm actually not a fan of those games. But hey, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, right. I wanted to give you all a heads up.
Is something crazy going on in the Märchen Garten?
When the virtual space was hijacked and remade, a huge influx of information from the Orbital network found its way into this place.
Okay, what does that mean?
Really now? I wonder why.
I bet they had to get their greasy little hands on a bunch of data in order to push all those changes.
And if some of that was top secret, then it's no wonder the CID is involved.
So what, are we gonna find information caches the further up we go?
Now that you've cleared the first floor, I was able to retrieve a portion of that information.
Oh, okay, so Mare is just gonna be able to update us as we go.
The bad news is that most of it is totally useless. But there are some juicy bits mixed in, including data that's normally hidden in the depths of the network. Some of it's encrypted even.
Okay, is she gonna be able to unencrypt it, or do we have to wait for a certain someone to come back along for that?
I already downloaded it to your terminal, just in case.
Good deal. Thanks for doing that.
We're sorry. I know we said we could handle everything from here.
Well, this is a special occasion. Besides, I'm a first-rate holo. This kind of thing is child's play.
Yeah, can't lie, she was putting in that work in the background. This one goes to you, Mare.
You say that, but I'm pretty sure even the most top-of-the-line hollows can't do what you're doing.
All right, that's about all I can help you with for this job. You're on your own from here.
Wait, what about the data? Oh, okay, well.
Everything's back to normal again.
What a strange little creature.
She's an interesting one, all right. You guys want to head back and take a look at that info?
Yes, let's.
All right, so what secrets have we unearthed? What arcane knowledge? Well, I guess this isn't arcane. What digital knowledge are we not supposed to know? She wasn't lying about there being a bunch of junk. My PC is littered with this shit now. This is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. No, scratch that. That sounds like cake compared to this. If only Rosette and Coxra were here. We could call over Ren, I suppose. Maybe I'll just hit up the CID or MK and throw them at the problem. MK? MK? That's not Marduk, is it? No, because Marduk has an abbreviation, MTSC. Who is MK? Better idea. Throw me at it. Oh, hey, another super genius girl. I think that brings us up to 4? Because I don't count Rosette as a technological super genius. She's just got like she's got a lot of acumen for it, but oh, right. Forgot you're tech savvy. Yep, so give me the keyboard. I'll wreck your computer with viruses in 10 seconds flat. Hey, she's almost as good as me. Stay the hell away from my PC. Just kidding, just kidding. Anyway, data analysis is my forte, so let me at it. You could have spared Van some grief if you said that from the start. There's never a dull moment with Nadia around, is there? Look at her go! It's all coming together now. There, I've put the data into groups based on pattern similarities. All that's left is to run this through the Kitty engine. Wow, alright, well. The Kitty engine, the very own search functionality that Kitty herself was the progenitor of. Huh? Incognito mode? They've even got... I don't know why. There's something so funny about them having just... That's so... Alright, well, hey. What is this? I've never seen this before. Jeez. Well, let's not make too much fun of Agnes. That's to be expected. It's a hidden function that your average person isn't going to know about. Well, I guess it's true. There's not really like... How many PCs are really out and about in Calvert or in Zemuria at large even at the moment? But give it a few years. And even if they did, it's not like they'd know what to do with it. Why, like, right. Why would she need incognito mode, actually? It's not like there's anything that needs to be hidden or obfuscated after this, right? And presto! Kitty, you are a goddess! The engine should be able to process the rest on its own. Well? Huh? What's this? Well, I guess by using the Kitty engine, I don't know. Ren might be spying on everything that her engine is used for, but...
Almada's legacy?
Oh, these jokers just won't quit. At least Ravash had the wherewithal to actually go when we got rid of them.
Almada. Now that's a name I never thought I'd hear again.
And I hope there'll come a day when we never do.
Yeah.
These jokers just won't leave us alone.
Oh, were you two involved with them?
Actually, yeah, we knew they were involved with the Gardens, but how are they connected to Almada?
From back in your Gardens days, maybe?
No. Not directly, anyway. There's only one connecting point I can think of. And that's Cray Village.
What kind of connection do they have to Cray?
We stumbled upon it 2 years ago after we took care of some stuff. It was so peaceful. I got boatloads of rest at that super cozy inn and ate all the galettes I wanted.
Was this mentioned in 3 and 9? If it was, it would have been an oblique reference, probably to them going to Calvert or something towards the end of it.
Lazy days are the best days, and those were some of the bestest lazy days I've had in my whole life.
Before we even realized it, a whole month had gone by.
Sounds like Cray Village was special to you. Come to think of it, I did hear a little about this during our stay there.
Did she? Okay, well... They must have visited it right after they dealt with the Retributive Tower incident. Oh! Is that? Okay. That's funny, because I do remember in that ending cinematic, there was a very familiar looking windmill. Was that Cray Village? That's where they were at? Alright, well, hey. Sorry, we got a little off track. We were talking about Almada's legacy. Yeah, we got a lot of hits on that in the data. Even so, we know next to nothing about it besides the name. I wonder what it could be. Maybe it's some leftover mirror or some sort of treasure? Oh, dibs! Stop trying to call dibs on everything. Anyway, it could also be a narcotic or a weapon of some kind for all we know. What's the name of this thing? I doubt it'd be a spare nuclear weapon, given how hard they are to make, but bombs or explosives wouldn't be out of the question. Their top guys were packing some super powerful weapons, right? Maybe it's one of those? Could be. Their leader and 2 of their executives used artifacts. Wouldn't be a stretch to think they left something like those behind. There are too many possibilities on the table. I think trying to narrow it down without any hard facts would be a wasted effort. In my opinion, our time would be better spent trying to find it. So another search. According to the data, it's hidden somewhere outside the capital. And there was only one place that was mentioned. Yeah, Messeldom. Have we ever... I don't think... Because Messeldom was mentioned a whole lot, but I don't think we ever actually went there in the previous game. No, Messeldom... Was Messeldom next to Longport? No, I don't think so. I think that's just where the Messeldom Trading Company was at. I think we'll find a lead on its whereabouts there. Messeldom is a port city facing the Northern Sea. I hear trade with Hermipharia is really popping off over there, and they're also famous for their ballet. Okay, yeah, we've never been there. That and their annual film festivals. Another film festival? Wow, okay, well I guess we're getting a certain someone way earlier this time. I heard they had to cancel it last year because of a terrorist threat and a series of fires that broke out. Yeah, that did happen. No doubt those incidents were orchestrated by Almada. Yeah, and here's the kicker. That city is where their old base was at. Believe it or not, I've been eyeing Messeldom for a while because of something else. I've been meaning to drop by for a visit, so this works out nicely.
Hey, Aggie, why are you glowing?
So, it's now doing it around these two. Well, hey.
The Genesis is reacting.
So, guess that's where we're headed.
It's last year all over again.
This means that either that red fairy and the thing, or just the red fairy is going to be there.
Well, you know what that means. We'll be in for a collision course with trouble in the near future.
Let me come with you.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry, but no can do. You've got school, remember?
Okay, well, yes. We still don't know about the whole time travel thing, but this seems like a bad idea.
Playing hookie's all well and good once in a while, but you need to help your friends with the festival prep.
So, will Agnes really not be coming along?
I know, but...
No buts. And besides, it's not like I plan to go it alone. I'm gonna call up some of my other assistants.
One wonders if we'll travel back to this particular point when we inevitably die thanks to not having the Grendel again.
I'll have more than enough hands on deck, so don't worry. Just leave this one to me.
Okay, I understand. I probably shouldn't be making a habit of skipping school anyway. I can't just shirk my duties, especially now of all times.
Ah, you'll be fine.
All right. I'm thinking this will be a long trip. It's gonna be a bit before I'm back in the office. Speaking of, Swin, Nadia, you two got any plans for the next little while?
All right. Oh, and when I was grinding, Swin learned Instantaneous Mark, but I wasn't using him, so we didn't see that in action.
Well, let's see. We need to gather info in the capital about the thing we're looking for.
To that end, we'll probably be staying in town for the time being.
Well, that works out nicely.
Cool. Then I've got an idea. I was gonna go over this with you earlier before the CID chief butted in.
He's gonna invite them on?
I have a proposal for you two.
So, this is gonna be the first time that Van actually hires on part-timers rather than them coming along and not leaving. But okay, Messeldom. The Legion of Heroes trails through Daybreak 2, Overture, the Märchen Garten, End. 5k Mira has been placed in your account as a reward for completing the Enter the Garten 4 SPG request.
Gotta keep this up. Rank up.
Alright.
I'll be taking that.
Gladiator headband. That's gonna be useful.
Can't complain with that.
Yay! So, where's my bonus check?
Don't get ahead of yourself. CID top secret research reports have been added to the archive. So these are going to be like our black records then. And thankfully, it doesn't see, as long as we stay on top of the Märchen Garten, we're not going to miss these. Hopefully, anyways. Whoa! View the DG Cult Research Report, Dominion Research Report, Iscariot Research Report, Ouroboros Research Report, Gardens Research Report. Okay, well, I mean, there's no reason to, right? We already know all this stuff. The DG Cult were the crazy people in Crossbell. The Dominions are the basically enforcers of the church. Iscariot are like, I don't know, the secret police of the church. Ouroboros are the most nonsensical villain group you could possibly find. And the Gardens are another nonsensical villain group. But we're going to go ahead, save, call it apart here, but definitely join me next time for more Trails Through Daybreak 2. Bye for now, guys.